Going, guys, and welcome back to Haut Beyleron. So as you can see, we're starting off with the finishing of the mulching. We've got the fence sitting up there waiting. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to run up and down this side a couple of times. Well, that side, the side with the fence. That way we can get the fence underway. That can just literally carry on with his job, which is cultivating, without having to worry about this fence being in the way. The other thing we've got to do is we have to get up to the other two fields for the contract and get those harvests complete. And then we can move out of July and determine exactly what it is we want to put in the ground here. But this little Zeta is doing a magnificent job so far. The core stayer was definitely due for an upgrade, that's for sure. Go up here one more time, then we'll set the worker off to go lengthways from this top, working down to this end. That'll give us time to go and play around with the harvester for a little bit. See how much we can get off of those two fields. So we've got field 27 and field 22. Differing sides of the map, of course. We wouldn't have it any other way. So drop this guy in about there. That's already up. So what we'll do is we'll actually run down this side first, just to give him that buffer. Don't need to do it just yet, but we could look at getting those cows topped up. Both TMR and hay. But we do also need to get up to field 18 at some point, I do believe, and get the second lot of fertilising done on that field. I think we may have done that already. I have to double check. Should have probably double checked before we started the recording. Oh. Take up the road here. But yes, we definitely have to think about what it is we want in here. So let that guy do his thing. We want to jump across here. Not a very big field, but between this one and 22 we should get a fair bit of canola out of the ground. So I'm going to start it up, get him unfolded. Now before we do that, we will actually just double check where we're at with fertilizer on this field. No, it is fully fertilized, and we are going to have to stone pick in the next in between. But at the same time, I also want to make full use of that plot of land. Obviously we can't come up here too far because we start obviously running into the trees, but there's also roads, footpaths, rocks and so on up in there. But there's the other field, which is bigger than our two fields. So we should be making quite a bit. But it all depends on how well these fields are prepped. Obviously there's rocks everywhere, but it's not our harvester, so we can return it in a repairable state. Oil mill should already be running, so we don't need to worry about that, but we should get all of this filled into that one trailer. As per usual, we'll get our headlands done. Potentially look at handing it off to a worker, as we need to maneuver other tractors around and get them doing other jobs. Something we could look into doing is sugar. So whether it be sugar beet, sugar cane, get another big hit of that into the sugar mill so it can continue working. But we do also need to look at putting in an arable crop that we can use for chicken feed, and that we can also get straw off of. Got plenty of straw, so don't think we need that side of it, but if we can get extra straw, then that's just extra off of the field. We can sell that off. Obviously there's no straw me mod that I've seen yet so far, that we can get the straw from the canola, but that may come one day. Anyway, we'll continue on. We'll wait until we see a little message to say that the worker has finished, and I dare say the first one's going to be the Zeta, which shouldn't be too far away.
It's a little bit too much for sure. So cold, but we're always coming back for more. Egos in this wicked game, it's all for sure. Oh, I've got you. If we figured out what it's all about, takes a second and then we're back it again. Coaster ride for the triggered minds, but I don't ever want us to stop it. Go ahead to let me smile from for all I care. Just wanna stay close, don't sure. We know how to push the buttons to the core.
Okay, and there's our notice to say that worker E has finished. A little bit guarantee that is the Zeta. So we'll throw a worker into this guy. Certainly is. And that guy's going to be finished pretty soon too. So get that folded up. Get this back up to farm, put away. I'm going to have to jump into the Fent and finish that off properly. But that's not too hard. Now this guy may need to do a run to the shop to pick up some seed and possibly fertilizer, I think. I'm not too sure what's left in the seed drill. Just jump on here. Obviously this thing can't run it, but we can hook up just to see what's in it. That'll get one field done. I don't think it's going to get both done. We've got some seed there, so we don't have to worry about seed, but we will have to get fertilizer. That's fine, we can deal with that. Shut you down. Okay, so we got these little strips here, and then we'll work our way along that side. And this is the perfect reason why you try and do headlands before you pass it over to a worker. But not to worry, we should get this done with plenty of time for the harvester. I'm gonna have to double hit this one. Same with the next side. Perfect, that's those two fields complete. So they're mulched, they're also cultivated. Now they should have, if I'm not mistaken, their first layer of fertilizer on, for the most part, because we were chopping the straw from the canola. Pull you forward, get you shot down, because we need to get back to this guy. Oh, he's got it finished. So what we'll do is we'll get that emptied. We'll get this guy doing a delivery run. And we'll get this guy heading up to field 26 22. Oh, wrong one. Ah, I need to start the engine before we can pull the pipe out. That's fair. Get some of that towards the front of the tractor, or front of the trailer. We're at 1.2 hours. I don't think it's gonna take 40 minutes, 40 something minutes to get this other field harvested, but I'm not too sure. It might. Hopefully we can get away with not having to pay another rental fee. If we do, it's not the end of the world. We are getting a lot of money from this. Not only are we getting paid, obviously, to do the harvest, but we're also putting all of this canola into our oil mill. He's going to stop and let me in. No, he's not. Yes, he is. It's amazing how much traffic is on this one road. Not too sure if I should put this guy onto a worker to get it across to the oil mill. He's going to want to drive through town. So I reckon we're going to take this. What did we end up with? 21,614 litres off of that one field. Nice. We should almost double that off of this next field, I reckon. Because like I said, it's pretty big. It's bigger than our fields. Not that way in your little Lancer. Okay, we'll follow you up. Won't keep up, but we'll follow. Okay, guys, we'll see you once we're back into field 22, I reckon, or even possibly once we're getting towards the end of it. Okay guys, so we just got smacked with another $9,000 leasing fee. I'm assuming that means that harvester's now gone over 2 hours worth of work. But as you can see, we've already got 17,000 litres in here and we've still got quite a fair bit to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this guy up. He can just sit here for now. We'll wait for the harvester to tell us he's ready. Don't need those beacons on. Just found something in the shop that's an upgrade for something we have and for something we pretty much just used. So we have got our 5.2 meter mulcher sitting here. It was good to begin with because the stayer could run it. But as you'll see once we get up to the shop, there is a much better replacement that's going to help get the job done a lot quicker, and with its power consumption can still be run by this little Zeta. 48% complete as far as harvesting goes. I'm pretty sure we've almost delivered all of the canola that needs to come off of it, but that was because we delivered some of our canola after we'd already accepted the contract, so it said that it was theirs, not ours. There isn't like a geofencing as far as what crops have come from where. So 9,300, what we're going to do is repair it. 9,500, repaint it. 14,140. So the sale of that, oh, we should have really repaired that when we first purchased it. The sale of that allows us to buy the Seppi Multipler. Now, she's used and abused. She's got some hours on her. But we're going to go with the red and black, the new colouring. Adds $1,000. And we're going to put the 3D chains on it. Doesn't cost anything. We'll get that repaired. And by the time we get this back down to the farmyard, I love the wooden block as a jockey wheel or a stand. It'd be alright if it showed it getting stored somewhere. Get this repaired. Oh, that's terrible reversing. Very short machine. Goes from not turning at all to spinning very quickly. So we want to repair that. Not going to worry about repainting it. But that takes us from 5.2 metres of mulching to 9 metres. So you can't complain with that. Now we'll test it once we get into our yard. Oh, bunker silo's done fermenting. Nice. We'll test it once we get into the yard, but I want to make sure that they fold down underneath. And looking at that drag through PTO, we might be able to stick something in the back of this. Not sure what you'd put behind it. Whether there's meant to be another piece of kit to go with it. I think there might be. Otherwise we're just going to leave a big strip in the middle. We better have a look at that. Mulchers. Yes, it does need the base. Okay, so that's another 7 grand. No, 8 grand. Okay, we need it. That can sit up at the shop for now. That's alright. Like I said, it's an upgrade. We missed out on the call there. So old mate's sitting there waiting for us to come and empty him out. That's another 12,000 litres to go in it. Now, we will be driving downhill, so I reckon we stay up here and literally fill this trailer as much as possible. We don't have to climb hills, so it's not too bad. Okay guys, we'll see you once we've got this full empty. Or fully harvested at least. Oh, there we go. That's field 22 complete for the harvest as well. As you can see, we did have to run the trailer down to the oil mill. We got the full 45,000 litres off of it, plus the 4,000 that's in there now. Near enough 5,000 actually. And then whatever else comes out of this. So another 3,000. So well and truly over 50,000 litres worth of canola from this field alone. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in. All of this stuff can now be returned. So 45 plus 52,000, almost 52,100 litres off of one field. Plus we already had 88,000 litres, a little bit more, in the mill. So 150,000 litres of canola to turn into canola oil. I'm pretty sure that ratio is 2 to 1. So 75,000 litres worth of canola oil. That will eventually need to go to the farm shop. I've had a quick look. That best price for canola oil is roughly around November, so we've got a few months. And we are currently in a month where we can't plant anything anyway. We need to wait until September before we can plant wheat, barley. So I dare say our home farm is going to be a barley crop. So that'll put food in the silo for the chickens. And once we get this field harvested, we'll probably look at putting corn up here. I was thinking sunflowers. We may do 50-50 sunflowers and corn, but we'll see. But anyway guys, that seems like a perfect place to end the episode. We've got the harvest complete. We've got everything on the go. What we'll do is we'll head back down to the yard, throw this trailer underneath the silo and get ready to place some wheat into this and get the chickens fed, but that will be in the next month. So that'll be Oh, hang on, no, September, August, September, yes. That'll be August. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining in. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Hope you've enjoyed the content. Don't forget, hit that notification bell for future upcoming videos, and we will see you guys next time.